God, kill me. Right, hello. Welcome to Formula One qualifying at the track that I think is known as Imola. Oh, my goodness. Right, oh, I've had such a busy day today. I'm just glad we get to quali. It's like, you know, the best part of the weekend. Get it over and done with, and then I'm finally done for the next, like, I don't even know, however many hours. Before I start, I've started, as you can see, 5 minutes later. This is purely so I can export my video a bit quicker. My video is actually still exporting as we speak. It's got about 5 minutes left, so the first 10 or so minutes of the stream might be a bit laggy. That's because my PC might blow up soon. But, you know, we'll move. We'll go from there. So, of course, today is quali, and it's going to be one of the more exciting qualis, I reckon, of the season, purely because no one actually really knows where anyone is. Of course, when we were getting our quali sims in practice earlier, Perez crashed, and no one could finish their laps and, you know, get a time on the board. So, a couple unknowns today, and I'm looking forward to it. What I'm not looking forward to is the Perez downfall, because obviously he's my favourite driver. I root for him all the time. I sort of want him to do extremely well, and he crashed. It was a very clumsy crash as well. Really, really silly. You know, sort of took too much curb, trying to find every thousandth, which you can't blame him for trying to go quicker than normal, but you can blame him for taking that much curb and then proceeding to, you know, very slowly bounce across the gravel into the wall. But I think he should be all okay to go. It seems like it's just a broken front wing, which of course Formula 1 engineers can literally replace in about 8 seconds. So, W. Aston Martin need to step it up. Of course, Fernando Alonso also crashed in practice earlier. And I'm very interested to see if truly Ferrari and McLaren are on top, and if Mercedes can have a bit of a bounce back. They looked really strong in practice 1 and 2, and then sort of really fell off bad in practice 3. And apparently, back to the Red Bulls, the final thing I'll say about them, apparently Sergio Perez is actually up on Verstappen in race simulations. That's when you know that Red Bull is struggling. Every single weekend that...
and that is how we like.
Shut up. Every single time that Red Bull has struggled in a weekend, Perez has been on top. It's weird how that works, but that just is how it is. So I've got the live timing up. Oh, I didn't even realise the live timing is going to be so laggy. Oh, goodness gracious. Luckily, my recording thing's only got about 5 minutes left, although I've got this really horrible bug with my Elgato, where when I do a recording, when it saves into 3 separate files, the audio, my mic, and the video, my game audio is always like a couple seconds delayed, and I don't know why, and I have to manually adjust it, and it usually turns out a bit crap. So that's literally ruining all my videos before I even begin them, and it seems like there ain't a fix to it. Literally no one on the entire internet has my problem. So if anyone for some reason in this random chat, it would be a crazy coincidence, knows about that, please let me know, because I'm desperate for a fix. Anyway, quali is about to begin in about a minute and a half time, and I'm ready. I'm pumped. Of course, quali is by far the best part of the weekend. It's better than the races. It's better than practice, of course. It's the best part. And this one, because there's so much mystery around it, and just in general, this is about to be a great next hour with the Footibus Criminus III. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but I watch F1 on this screen. I look here. On this screen, while I've got the camera on, I'm currently watching my friend get shit on in Overwatch, which is also bringing me some class entertainment. So, it's W's all round. Wait, are my streams actually really laggy, or is that just the feedback from my OBS? Let me have a quick look. The time is about to hit 3 PM, which means we are going to start. Let me see. Do I not have the kick app? I do. Any second now, qualifying will get underway and I can get the timings ready. I think my stream's okay, and the green flag is away. Let's go! Quali is underway, and we already have both Alpines coming straight out there. I mean, no business. They are coming straight out that pit lane, and they are getting ready and raring to go alongside Guan Yu Zhou. Right, time, Bosch. 17.5 minutes of some qualifying action. Let's get down to business. Okay, no, my stream's fine. Dub. My stream's fine. It's just my feedback on my OBS. Dub. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just banged my mic with my head. What's it called? What's this called? A cap. That's the one. Logan Sargent's come out. So has Hulkenberg and Kevin Magnussen and George Russell all exiting the pits. So I'm still confused. The commentators call him Zhou Guan Yu, but the live timing says Guan Yu Zhou. So which one do I use? Please, someone tell me. I don't want to offend the man's name. Stroll also coming out. Russell actually on the medium tyre. My arm's My arm's twitching a lot. That is true from Karun, to be fair. We might have the softest tyres of the bunch, the C5 compound. They don't always work under extreme temperature because they're so soft they start to melt. So... Actually, to be fair, what makes the tyre softer and harder? Is it quite literally just use harder and softer rubber? Or is there a bit more technology to it? Because I genuinely believe they should make all compounds a tyre. Here's what I think F1 should do to make the racing a bit more exciting without, you know, nerfing Red Bull. Get a quali-specific set of tyres, you know, like the old Hyper Soft or the Super Soft. I wasn't even watching F1 when that was a thing, to be fair. But get a qualifying-specific tyre that you only use in quali, which is the softest of the soft, and then for the races, get a medium and a hard, maybe a soft as well, or just make them extremely potent to wear. Just make them wear down about 3 times as quick as they do now. Because it's just annoying how like every single race is like a medium soft strategy. So our first lap time is a 17.3 by Pierre Gasly. Next up is Esteban Ocon, who comes across the line and instantly goes 6 tenths quicker and does a 16.6. Russell, 2 tenths up on Ocon through the first sector. Fastest of anyone, a 24 dead. Now we did actually see a 23.7 from Oscar Piastri in practice, so he's looking dangerous. Also, keep in mind, Russell is on medium tyres as well. Sargent pops up into P2, half a second off Ocon, a 17.2. Nico Hulkenberg crosses the line, and he is going to go P4, slowest of anyone, a 17.3. Then we've got K-Mag, who is about a 10th up on Hulkenberg, comes across the line. Magnussen up to P2. Into the 1 minute 16 to 16.983. George Russell, fastest sector 2, up on everyone in sector, and he's appeared and he's abandoned. Again, I still don't know why they do this. Lance Stroll across the line. He is up on everyone so far. Crosses the line, and Lance Stroll up into P2, a 16.9 for Lance Stroll. 3 tenths off Esteban Ocon. Carlos Sainz starts his lap. Hamilton is finishing his lap. He's actually a couple tenths down on Stroll at the moment. Comes across the line, goes into P2 with a really good sector 3, but still a 10th off Ocon. Somehow Ocon's lap is remaining. No idea how. Alex Albon, is he on a lap? Nope. So we have Sainz and then just Sainz. And Hamilton's come straight back out. Oh no, I'm thinking of Russell, never mind. Sainz through the first sector, 7 tenths down on Russell. Right, that wasn't particularly good from him. A 24 dead by Leclerc. Russell on the mediums. So, oh wait, both Ferraris are on mediums as well. I didn't actually notice that. Good comms live timing. I genuinely wouldn't have noticed that otherwise. Thank you very much. Through sector 2, we have got Sainz, a 26.6 as Albon sets the fastest Sector 1 at 24 dead. Wow! Leclerc through Sector 2 at 26.6, so the Ferraris equal through Sector 2, but Leclerc 6/10 up on Sainz through Sector 1. Interesting. Perez also out, and Verstappen, and Alonso, and Norris. Albon through Sector 2, as Sainz goes P4, 16.9. Albon does a 26.7. He's currently beating the Ferraris, which I don't really know how that works. Norris a 24 dead. Leclerc goes fastest by 2/10 over Ocon at 16.4. Half a second up on Sainz. Actually, that's a bit more. Yeah, no, it's half a second. Alex Albon crosses the line. Currently Well, he ain't set a lap time yet. And he jumps up to... Oh, wow. Really bad final sector for Albon. Really, really bad. About a second away from everyone else. Goes P9, slowest of everyone, at 17.4. Perez starts his lap. Lando Norris, fastest sector 2 at 26.4 and at 24 dead through the first sector as well. This is P1 form, I'm not going to lie. Here he comes across the line. Lando Norris goes P1 by almost 3/10. That's cold. That's 16.2 for Norris. Max Verstappen starts a lap. Anyone else on laps that are about to finish? Just Perez. Perez only a 24.1 through the first sector. Hopefully he's learned his mistake from practice and he ain't going to take too much curb. Alonso a 24.2 through the first sector. Perez through the second sector at 26.4. Verstappen through the first sector at 23.9. Oh, that's our first time into the 23 so far. Alonso through the second sector. Here he comes. Perez at 26.4. Alonso at 26.5. Perez across the line. Very dodgy lap from Perez. Perez goes P2 at 16.4, which is all right, but not good enough. He's going to have to improve on that. Max Verstappen, oh my goodness. Verstappen currently 3/10 up on Perez on this lap, and it's only been 2 sectors. Alonso around the final corner. Alonso across the line. It's going to be P6 for Alonso. Not bad. Ahead of his teammate by about a couple milliseconds. Up into P7. Max Verstappen across the line, and it is going to be P1 by a 10th, 2/10 over Lando Norris. 13 milliseconds away from a 1 minute 15. That's a 1 minute 16.013. Fair enough. And we all thought Red Bull were going to be shit. There it is. We still actually have 8 cars that are yet to do a lap. Got Piastri, who sets the fastest Sector 1 at 23.8 for Piastri. And at 26, he's currently a 10th up on Verstappen. He could very well get into the 1 minute 15s here. Zhou Guanyu at 24.3. That ain't terrible. It ain't great, but it ain't awful. Stroll does a 24.1. I'm surprised he's going for a second hot lap already. He is behind traffic with Hamilton Verstappen, though. He might have to abandon. Piastri around the final corner. Please go P1. 1 minute 15s, 1 minute 15s, 1 minute 15s. Yeah! Ho-ho! A 1 minute 15.94 for Piastri as Russell goes 8 milliseconds quicker in Sector 1 and sets the fastest Sector 1 of anyone. Holy shit, where's that come from? Zhou Guanyu is going to finish his lap. He's currently P20. And he comes across the line and goes P14, slowest of everyone at 17.3. George Russell through the second sector. Hulkenberg up to P12 at 16.9. Russell does a 26.4, which is, you know, a little bit down on Piastri, but not by much. Stroll across the line. Stroll improves to P5 with a 16.4. Ocon also improving through Sector 1. Logan Sargent starts his lap. Magnussen up to P9. Russell finishes his lap. Where's he going to put it? Puts it P3 with a 16.1. Only a 10th and a half off Piastri. Under a 10th off Verstappen. That's pretty good. Yuki Tsunoda currently 5/10 up on his teammate Danny Rick. Tsunoda puts it P5. And we have a yellow flag. And it is going to be No one. Oh, and the yellow flag's gone. Maybe a little spinner at the chicane, something like that. Not too sure, but we are going to continue. Daniel Ricciardo across the line. He only goes P12, 4/10 off his teammate. Gasly with the fastest sector 2. He did. He got a 26.2, and then Leclerc beats it by 3 milliseconds. What is Gasly cooking? What the flippy flip? That is unreal from Gasly. Sainz across the line. Sainz goes P3 at 16.015. Gasly across the line. Gasly puts it P4, the exact same lap time as Sainz. 2 milliseconds of Verstappen. Leclerc only P5, slower than Gasly. Gasly, what the fuck? What? What have I just seen? Gasly's just banked it P4 ahead of one Ferrari and a Mercedes and a McLaren, and only 2 milliseconds off. That is special from Gasly. Fucking hell. 6 minutes remaining, and both Williams still ain't even done a lap yet. I have no idea what the cutoff is going to be. Like, I genuinely don't know. So here's Logan Sargent. This might be the reason for the yellow flag, maybe. Just goes off, gets on the gravel. Another dismal weekend for Williams, it seems. They just can't do it, can they? Wait, when Norris do that, Norris has just gone... Wait, was Norris... Wait, am I a fucking idiot? Oh, wait, no, Norris literally just put it P1. Oh, okay. Norris had just put it P1 by 25 milliseconds, no, 25 milliseconds over his teammate. All right, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice he was on a lap, let alone goes and puts it P1. 5 minutes remaining. The current leaderboard, before we get our final runs, is Norris, Piastri, Verstappen, Sainz, Gasly, Leclerc, Russell, Tsunoda, Perez, Stroll, Ocon, Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Alonso, Hulkenberg, Zhou, and then both the Williams of Albon and Sargent haven't done a lap yet. The cut-off at the moment is a 1 minute 16.85. Now, that's probably going to go down a little bit, but the gaps are pretty ridiculous. I mean, there's 1 second between P1 and P16 at the moment. There's only 1/10, exactly 1/10 between the top 5. Unreal. So Albon's going to enter the pits, or is he starting a lap? No, I think Albon's actually going for a lap. I have no idea. Yeah, he is. So Albon's going for a lap with only 4 minutes remaining. This is probably his one and only run that he can do. I don't think he's got time to whiz about and do another one. But he's yellow somehow through most of the track, even though he's not even done a lap yet. I don't even know how that's possible. He does go green through turns 5 and 6. Alonso's coming out of the pits. Green through turn 7 for Albon. Yellow on turn 8 and 9 and 10 and 11. Green through 12 and 13. Purple on the exit of 13. Green through 14 and 15 through the chicane. Green on the exit, so he's having a very good sector 3 so far, apart from that. Yellow through turn 16. Green through 17. Yellow through 18, and it's actually ended quite poor for him. So Alex Albon crosses the line. Alex Albon puts it P12 with 1 minute 16.5, and I genuinely don't think that's going to be enough at all. As my live timing actually just froze for a second there. Can we not? Oh god, PC overloaded. Oh no. Most drivers exiting the pits now. Tyres, what we saying? So we've got Verstappen on used, Gasly on new, Stroll on new, Ocon new, Albon new, Bottas new, Magnussen new, Ricciardo new, Alonso new, Hulkenberg new, Joe new, Sargent new. Everyone on new except Verstappen. Tsunoda and Sainz both coming out as well. Tsunoda on softs, and I believe Sainz is on what? Is he on the mediums again? I think he might be, you know. 2-minute warning has popped up, so the bottom 5 is going to get that nice red glow. And it truly means if you don't get it through now, you're shit, you're gone, 07, see ya. Sector times are up, we have 1 minute 40 remaining, and I believe some drivers are starting their laps. Lance Stroll, a 24 dead through Sector 1, Ocon, a 24-1, both improving through that first sector. Guan Yu Zhou, a 24-2 through Sector 1, down on Stroll and Ocon. Zhou currently last of all drivers, apart from Sargent, who is up on Zhou through Sector 1. Bottas, a 24-2 through Sector 1. Really poor from Bottas. Down on his teammate, down on everyone. Ocon, a 26-3 through Sector 2. That ain't horrible. Hulkenberg, a 23-9 through Sector 1. Okay. I'm liking that. Lance Stroll crosses the line. Lance Stroll improves his lap time and stays in P10. Ooh, I don't know about that. Max Verstappen starts his lap. Esteban Ocon finishes his lap and is going to give Daniel Ricciardo a lovely slipstream. Nico Hulkenberg, fastest Sector 2. Guan Yu Zhou, only P16. Guan Yu Zhou is out. Logan Sargent coming across the line. And Logan Sargent is in P14. No way. Logan Sargent at the moment is P15 and right on the edge. Bottas, P14. Verstappen, fastest Sector 1. Hulkenberg crosses the line. Hulkenberg puts it P1. Ha 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 ha. What the? Hulkenberg P1. What? Sorry. Sergio Perez has abandoned his lap, clearly thinking he has enough, and I mean, I think he does, to be fair, but he's leaving it quite tight. There's Stroll, Albon, Bottas. Oh no, he's safe, he's fine. Daniel Ricciardo is improving, he's having a decent lap. I don't think it's going to be, actually, it might be enough to get through, by like literally thousandths. We don't know yet. Norris is coming in, all of those cars are finishing. Max Verstappen's abandoned because he's already through. Daniel Ricciardo and Yuki Tsunoda are the final drivers, and Leclerc and Sainz. Verstappen actually continues and puts it P1 somehow. I don't know how he's recovered that. Unreal. Oh shit. Daniel Ricciardo just put it P7 with a 16 dead. Fucking hell. Tsunoda across the line. Tsunoda then has a 15-9 and puts it P3. What is happening? Hamilton might be out here. Hang on. Oh, no, he's fine. I'm lying. He's good. Leclerc puts it P2. I don't know how... There must be some serious track evolution here. Like, some serious track evolution. Because Verstappen didn't improve in Sector 2 or 3 and went quickest by, like, 4/10. Leclerc didn't improve in Sector 2 or 3, puts it P2. Hulkenberg somehow went fastest in Sector 2 and 3. But there you have it. So, your bottom 5 eliminated for Q1 here in Imola is going to be Valtteri Bottas by 22 milliseconds. Logan Sargent, it's a bad quali because he is eliminated, but he's only 2/10 off Albon. I say only, that's pretty low by his standards. Zhou Guanyu, P18, Kevin Magnussen, P19, Fernando Alonso, P20. And then your final, like, the actual, like, everyone else, Verstappen P1, Leclerc P2, Hulkenberg P3, somehow. Hulkenberg P3, Magnussen P19. The gaps between them at the end was almost exactly a second. Wow. Tsunoda P4, Norris P5, Piastri P6, Sainz P7, Gazza P8, Ricciardo P9. He needed that. He's through. Well done him. George Russell P10, Ocon P11, Checo P12, Mr. Crash Prone P13, Albon P14, and Lewis Hamilton P15 gets through by 22 milliseconds. Unreal. Right, now the second session is going to be... 14 minutes? So let's do that. That was a good Q1, though. That was a good Q1, to be fair. I actively enjoyed that. That was good. I think a couple of shining performances in Q1 there. Of course, Q1 doesn't really mean everything. It means something. Hulkenberg and Gasly are my picks. Gasly P8 is very, very strong from him. Alpine have, like, I don't know how they managed to do this turnaround. First two races, they were by far the slowest team on the grid. Now they're getting cars into Q2 comfortably. Gasly was in Q2 by 6/10. Ocon 3/10. You know, Ocon was in Q3 in Miami, I think. He got points in Miami. They have properly turned this around. Fair play. I hate them because they're French, but fair play to them, you know? Hamilton getting eliminated in Q2, though, would have been really funny, I can't lie. No, Q1, sorry. That would have been hilarious. I actually did make a very wacky qualifying prediction, which is obviously meant to be taken not seriously at all, but I feel like with predictions, what's the point of making an obvious prediction? I said it in my, I think in my F2 sprint race stream. Why would I, say if I made a prediction and said, oh, I predict that Man City will beat West Ham tomorrow. It's like, yeah, they will. And it's similar with quality. It's like saying, I think one of the McLarens will get pole. That's boring. So my delusional qualifying order, which looking at it now, doesn't actually seem that outrageous. It's a little bit, but not really. I've gone for Piastri P1, Leclerc P2, Norris P3, Perez P4, Russell P5. It's outrageous, but not really. I mean, Piastri, that top three is very possible. Piastri, Leclerc, Norris. The fourth and fifth is a bit dodgy, though. But that's the point. Make a fun, random, probably wrong prediction, and then when if it ever actually happens, it'll be the GOAT. It'll be unreal. So Q2 is about to begin. My YouTube video still hasn't finished rendering, which is very concerning. I might just have to upload a bit later today. Wait, Leverkusen are playing today. Oh, they're already 2-0 up. Oh, unlucky. Is that their final game as well? Oh no, they got quite... Yeah, no, it is. No. Yeah. Unreal. Anyway, we're back on the way yet? No, we're about to start though. Someone in my Discord said, Perez will go out here, trust. Oh God, please no. Please no. Please. Alright, come on. Can we get Q2 on the way now, please? Let's have it. Had enough of a break. Let's go. Green flag. There it is. Bosh. We are underway. Wait, have I? Oh, I've already done the timers. Oh, what a W. Oh, what a time to be alive. Unreal. Instantly, both Mercedes are coming out. Russell first, then Lewis Hamilton. And then I want to turn the timers on. Bosh. Alex Albon out as well. Alex Albon in Q2. Bit of an underrated performance. I'd say Williams need a big weekend. You know, they've been so unfathomably shit for all of this season. They need a big turnaround. And it ain't quite happening. Yeah. It could still happen. Magnussen apparently was blocked by Oscar Piastri. He said on the radio, "I can't believe this, man. It's unreal, unfucking real." And then, yeah, he was blocked by Piastri. No clip of that, so I can't give my own personal opinion on that. Not like anyone cares. Oh, why won't my video finish rendering? I'm sad. Right, Russell begins his first lap of the session. We also have both Red Bulls out. We have... right, so we got Russell, Hamilton, Perez and Albon are on used tyres. Verstappen and Hülkenberg are on new tyres. Sector 1's Russell, a 24 dead. That is literally like the top. I mean, we had a 23-7 from Verstappen, but it's very strange with Sector 1. Everyone can do a 24 dead, but the right best can go lower. It's very odd. Hamilton a 24-1, Albon a 24-1. Russell through Sector 2, a 26-3. That's a bit shit, actually. Why are we getting 25s in Q1? Don't remember. Hamilton goes 20 milliseconds quicker than Russell. That's a 26-3 as well. Albon a 26-6. Russell across the line. Our first lap time of Q2 is going to be a 16-2. So quite a way off Q1's best time, but I think that's up on his own time, so that's still a dub. Hamilton across the line, he's going to beat Russell by 3 milliseconds. A 16-2, there's Verstappen. 23-7 through the first sector. Albon does a 16-9, 7/10 off the Mercedes. Perez through Sector 1 is going to do a 23-9. Perez finally getting into the 23s through that sector. He's not been able to do it for a while, but he's done it now. Still a 10th and a half down on Verstappen, though. Hülkenberg a 24-1. Great, not bad at all. Verstappen fastest through the middle sector as well. 3/10 up on Hamilton and Russell. A 26 dead for him. That is seriously rapid from Verstappen. Although I think he did go quicker in Q1. Perez through Sector 2 is going to do a 26-2. Perez just hasn't got it. Let's just be honest, he hasn't got it. Hülkenberg a 26-4. Verstappen crosses the line, goes fastest by what? 8/10? Does a 15-4. Yeesh, that is seriously speedy. Perez crosses the line, puts it P2 at 15.8. So Perez, 0.4 off his teammate right now, and Hülkenberg slots it P3 with a 16-1. This is looking really bad for Perez. Like, 2/10 in the first sector, 2/10 in the second sector, and then 4/10 in the last sector. No, that's not how maths works. Basically, Verstappen's dominant in every single area. Yeesh. Couple more laps starting up here. I'll give you the sector times once they come through. I think Stroll and Gasly and Ocon are starting some laps. Stroll through the first sector is going to do a 24-1. He can go about a tenth quicker, to be fair. Oh, actually, wait, hang on. Wait, no, I'm a fucking idiot. Perez is on used tyres. That's still bad. Half a second between basically like 1 lap different tyres, but it's still, you know, you could probably say 2 tenths. It ain't that bad. Right. Stroll, 24-1. Ocon, 24-1. Gasly, 24 dead. Through the middle sector, Stroll at 26-6. Gasly at 26-4. As Sainz does a 23-9 in the first sector. That's 2 tenths behind Verstappen. Still up there, though. Piastri, 23-8. That's juicy. What's Leclerc got in the locker? A 23-8 as well. 10 milliseconds behind Piastri. Stroll puts it P6. A 16-9 for him only. Gasly comes across the line and he is going to put it ahead of Stroll in P6 of a 16-3 or 16-4, which is actually half a second up on Stroll. Here comes Ocon. He puts it ahead of Stroll as well at 16-5 as Piastri sets the fastest sector too. A 26 dead. And then Leclerc beats that and does a 26-9. Tsunoda a 23-7 through sector 1. What the fuck? Oh my shit! Right, Piastri, P2, 15-4, Sainz, P3, 15-7, Leclerc, P1, 15-3, come on! Great lap by Leclerc. Ricciardo was on a lap. Ricciardo, half a second down on Tsunoda. He crosses the line. Ricciardo, P6, a 15-9. Gets into the 1 minute 15s though. Not all bad. Norris, P4, half a tenth behind his teammate. Does a 15-4. Then we got Yuki Tsunoda, fastest sector 1. He could put it P1 here. He could put it P1. He puts it P2. Holy shit. Half a tenth behind Leclerc, 30 milliseconds behind Leclerc, 30 milliseconds ahead of Verstappen. Unreal from that lad. Genuinely unreal. My video ain't rendering either. I'm gonna have to upload late, you know what, fuck it. I was gonna cancel the render and I'll do it later. I'll just upload later. I don't know why I was even pressurizing myself to upload at 5 PM. Who gives a fuck when I upload? As long as I upload, I can upload at 7 PM and it's fine. Right, so we're probably not gonna have any more hot laps for a good couple minutes. We've got 7 minutes remaining in this session. So, you know, get back into pits, get some new tyres on, get out there. I will say though, Perez currently P7 on used. Ain't that bad. Like, I'm more so comparing him to, like, you know, getting through. I mean, you compare him to his teammate, he's half a second down. But you compare him to everyone else, he's P7. He's a good 3 tenths ahead of the knockout zone. Ain't bad, get some new tyres on. He's flying. He's 3 tenths ahead of Hamilton, who was on used. He's 3 tenths ahead of Russell, who was on used. Ain't all bad. Albon comes out. He's going to be the first driver to do his final run. Concerning for Albon, really, he's currently P20. Sorry, not P20. P15, last. And he's on new tyres. And everyone ahead of him, the top 5 ahead of him, were on used. So, that's shit, basically, from Alex Albon. He needs to set that up. I love how instantly my PC goes back to acting normal as soon as I stop my rendering. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz will be investigated after the session for failing to follow Delta time. We see that a lot and usually nothing comes of it. Right, what's Alex Albon doing? I think he's about to start a lap. Yes, he is. Alex Albon starts what is probably his final lap in Q2. I don't think he's got anywhere near enough to get into Q3 at all. He needs to find about a second, so no. And he's also yellow through turn 1 and 2, green through 3 and 4, green in 5 and 6. Green through 7 and 8 and 9. He is going quick. Not quick enough. He does a 23.9 in Sector 1. Ain't bad, to be fair. Gets around the really tricky couple right-handers of 12 and 13. Actually goes yellow through there. Not ideal. Through Sector 2, he does a 26.5, which I don't think that's going to be enough. Continues round. Green through 14 and 15. Is it going to be green through 16? Yeah, it's green through 16. Round the final couple corners. 17 and 18 is going to be green. And turn 19's yellow. Comes across the line, and Alex Albon puts it P12, which means he's the first driver out. Bosh. There it is. Alex Albon, 07, you're gone. See ya. Both Alpines are now out, so is both Mercedes and Hulkenberg. By out, I don't mean out of the session, I mean they're out on track. By the way, Lewis Hamilton, in this session, he'll probably improve, but in this session, a 1 minute 16.197, Russell, a 1 minute 16.200, Alex Albon, 1 minute 16.200. 3 cars split by 3 thousandths. Every other driver coming out now on brand new softs. I'm a little bit concerned as to why Perez isn't coming out. I'm sure he will. He's leaving it late, though. There's no way Red Bull think he's safe. No, that's Verstappen. Why is Verstappen coming out? What? Get Perez out. What are we doing? What the fuck's going on? There he is. Thank you. So Verstappen comes out on used tyres, 2 minute warnings up, Perez on new tyres, obviously. Both McLarens on used tyres, they probably have enough. I mean, I'd say the cut-off is going to be about a 15.8, mate. I don't know, actually. I'm not good with cut-offs, you see. I genuinely have no idea what the cut-off will be. I mean, at the moment, it's a 16.2, but that's definitely going to go down. And it's time to get the sector times up, because the final laps are beginning now. Here we go. Hulkenberg, a 23.9. Hamilton, a 23.9. Russell, 23.9. Gasly, a 20. Ocon actually finishes his lap now already. Ocon puts it P8. I don't think that's going to be enough, but a great effort by him. Next up to finish his lap is going to be Pierre Gasly. He is currently up on his teammate by about a half a tenth. And he goes and... Oh, he has a really bad... Oh, he lost half a second in Sector 3. That's such a shame for Gasly. He was having such a good weekend. Russell puts it P6. I think that might be okay. Lewis Hamilton across the line. Hamilton puts it P7. A 15.6 for him. Charles Leclerc crosses the line to start a lap. Hulkenberg is finishing a lap. Hulkenberg across the line. Hulkenberg P6! That might be enough. That might be enough, you know. Genuinely. Max Verstappen starts his lap. Lance Stroll is finishing his. Piastri at 23.8. Norris at 23.8. Ricciardo is up. Stroll is up. So far, Stroll, only P13. Stroll, Ocon, Albon and Gasly are all out so far, which means there's only one car left to be eliminated. Sainz improving through Sector 2, a pretty dismal Sector 1. Ricciardo puts it P9. That might be enough, you know. That genuinely... No, it's not going to be, I don't think. Unless Sainz doesn't improve, he might be okay. Verstappen, fastest sector 1 at 23.6. Perez doesn't improve. Perez not improving. Perez doesn't improve through sector 1. Sainz, fastest sector 3, puts it P6. Perez needs a huge lap here. He needs to find another 2.5 tenths. Norris puts it P3 at 25.3 in the final sector. Oh no! Sergio Perez through sector 2 is going to do a 26.2, and that is some serious speed from Checo, but he still needs an unbelievably good sector 3 to put it into Q3. If he doesn't make Q3, I will not only cry, I will rage. I'll be pissed. Verstappen puts it P1, a 15.1 for him. Perez comes across the line. What's it going to be for Checo Perez? Is he going to make it? He doesn't! No! You've got to be taking the piss! No way! No way! Oh my shit! Oh my goodness! I cannot believe what I've just seen! Realistically, let's look at this from a statistical point of view. Sergio Perez last year was absolutely horrible after the Miami Grand Prix. In 2022, he was absolutely horrible after the Miami Grand Prix. In Imola, he is not only half a second off his teammate, but it's after the Miami Grand Prix. Coincidence? Well, there you have it. Your 5 drivers eliminated is Checo Perez, who misses out by 15 milliseconds. Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Alex Albon, and Pierre Gasly are your eliminated drivers. Perez on the radio, and his only response, what a mess. He lost it in Sector 1. He failed to improve in Sector 1. Somehow. Ah! Why? Why? You know what I failed to understand in my life? Why is it every person or team I support in any form of sport, they're always the shittest, or they get in the shittiest situations? Example A, Sergio Perez, the only driver I actively sit there and support, is probably the most shockingly bad driver on this grid. He's not even getting into Q3 with that thing. We know the field is close. We know that the Red Bull ain't the best car there. You gotta get in Q3, mate. You can't be 6 tenths off your teammate. You can't do it. It's 2023 all over again. 2023 was one of the worst years of my life because Sergio Perez always brought me immense disappointment, and it's happening again. And it's not just Perez, it's West Ham United as well. The one football team that I truly support is probably the worst team in the Premier League right now. Honestly, am I this unlucky? Right, well, Q3 is about to start. I can't even be asked putting my app back on. I don't even know where the fuck it's gone. Bollocks to it. Mood's gone. What? Right, Q3 is about to start. Are these timers even, like, wait, 11:30? Yeah, okay, timers are good. My mood's shattered, by the way. You might not, I'm probably not going to be that excited anymore, because Perez ain't there. Like... According to Checo himself, not the team, actually Checo Perez, he lost 3/10 in turn 7, which is the long left-hander through sector 1. Oh, well. Alright, Q3 underway yet? Nope, nearly. Alright, Q3 has begun. We've got Hülkenberg, Verstappen, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Norris, Piastri, Sainz, Russell, Hamilton, and Ricciardo. My top 5 prediction is already out the window because Perez ain't here. Okay, right, we've got a couple cars on track already. Hülkenberg, Verstappen, Norris, and Tsunoda, and... Come on, Ricciardo. Honestly, if Ricciardo can recover it... Wait, today it's quali? Yes, mate, it's Q3. You've missed most of it, unfortunately. If Ricciardo can, you know, have a good performance, that would cheer me up a bit, you know? That'd be nice. Yeah... I'm gonna smash the shit out of something as soon as stream ends. I'm gone. Words can't describe my anger. Anyway. I'm just sad. I just am. I mean, there's no defending Checo there. He's been he was doing very good in practice. He looked strong, good long runs, but getting into quali, he's 6/10 off his teammate, right? I don't even know. Anyway, let's forget about Perez, although it's going to be pretty difficult to do so, because it's literally the only thing people are going to be talking about. They're not going to talk about Tsunoda or Ricciardo or Hülkenberg. It's going to be only Perez. Verstappen, Sector 1, a 23.4. Fucking hell. Norris, a 23.7. Hülkenberg, a 24.2. 26.3 for Hülkenberg through Sector 2. Verstappen, a 26 dead. Hülkenberg finishes his lap and does a 16.3 for our first lap time. He can go way quicker than that. That's a pretty shit lap, actually. Norris up on Verstappen through Sector 2. Verstappen coming around the final corner to finish his lap. He is going to go P1. Probably not for much longer because Norris is cooking. Norris. There it is. Verstappen P1, a 14.8. Bro's in the 1 minute 14s. Norris P2, a 14.9. Where's this pace come from? We were doing high 15s earlier. We're in the high 40s now. Jesus Christ. Tsunoda across the line. Yuki Tsunoda puts it P3, a 15.4 for him. Half a second off Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri currently 3/10 back from Lando Norris. He's going to cross the line. And he's going to put it P3, a 15.1 for him. Fastest Sector 3, though. Carlos Sainz currently to a 10th up on Oscar Piastri. He could very well get into the 1 minute 15s here. He crosses the line, and Sainz is going to put it P4, a 15.4. Quite a poor final sector from him. Charles Leclerc up on his teammate. Charles Leclerc puts it P3, a 15 dead, 16 milliseconds away from the 1 minute 15s. George Russell, pretty shit lap time so far, comes across the line. Gonna do a 15.4. Lewis Hamilton across the line, 3/10 down on his teammate, puts it behind Tsunoda, a 15.9. Ah, he's dismal. Bro needs to, like, get better. I'm just... Why? This is what... Okay, little quick rant now that I've got a couple minutes. Why is it that in F1 I support Sergio Perez, who is the biggest disappointment on the grid? And by that I mean you expect him to get... The expectation is Q3. He doesn't get into Q3. I get disappointed. West Ham United are expected to win certain games. They never do. Why do I only support the biggest disappointments in sports? I seriously don't understand it. Why am I so unlucky? You know, if I supported a driver like Ocon, for example, the expectation is, you know, maybe a Q2, if not a top of Q1. And he always does it. The expectation for, like, Norris, for example, is Q3, easy. And he always does. But no, I choose Perez, where the expectation is Q3, and he doesn't fucking do it! I'm pissed! Actually, to be fair, my reaction to Perez getting knocked out might make a good TikTok, to be fair. So, I suppose that's the only good news out of it. Final 5 minutes of quali left. Completely uninterrupted session so far. No red flags, no crashes. Might be jinxing it because there might be one. I just don't know why these drivers don't show their full pace. Like, why in Q2 are they doing, like, 15 threes? Like, Verstappen, for example, did, like, a 15 dead. Goes into Q3, immediately does a 14.8. Like, how? Why don't you do that in Q2? what that does show, though, is that Perez was even further away than I thought, because he's not only in, I mean, Perez was 6/10 behind Verstappen's Q2 time. Verstappen's gone 4/10 quicker than that. Perez was actually multiple miles away, but literally for Perez, I'll tell you what it was. It was quite literally one corner. Every single lap, he was losing tenths and tenths at turn 7 on every run. Everywhere else, he was about there. I wonder what he's going to say on Twitter later. Because let's be honest, Imola, much like Monaco, you need a good quali position. Because you can't really overtake it. You literally can't. There's one overtaking spot. You get stuck in a DRS train, you're fucked. And could this be the start of the Perez fall off, like 2023, and he gets replaced by Sainz or whoever? Or will Perez come back in the race, or will he come back next race, like weekend, and be back on form? Although even in Miami he was complete shit. I suppose you got to give him, I'd say give him 2 or 3 more weekends, and then that's when we can make a decision. Because I mean, every driver has a little fall off, like a little one. And Perez has quite a big one, but not a big one at all, but medium-sized fall-off. If it stays the same, if Perez in 2 races' time is still failing to make Q3, then yes, he's fallen off, and even though I hate to say it, you got to replace him. If he goes back to qualifying in the top 4, though, everything's cushy. Final 3 minutes of qualifying. Let's stop talking about Perez and his horrible driving. We have Nico Hülkenberg first to start a lap, then Ricciardo, then Sainz, then Leclerc. So yeah, so the first lap is going to be from Hülkenberg, then Ricciardo, then Sainz, then Leclerc, then Tsunoda, then Russell, then Hamilton. And then the only 3 that are left is Verstappen, Norris and Piastri. And that's the order they're going to finish their laps, is what I mean. Right, here we go. Hülkenberg, to start us off through Sector 1, is going to do a... It's a 24-1 for Nico Hülkenberg through Sector 1 for the lad. Who was next? Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo through Sector 1. He hasn't actually done a lap yet. A 24 dead. He's actually up on Hülkenberg by half a tenth. Sainz through Sector 1. A 23-8. Leclerc. A 23-7 doesn't improve. Okay. What about Tsunoda? A 23-6? The fuck? Russell a 23-6. Hülkenberg finishes his lap, stays P9 at 15.98. Norris starts his lap. Tsunoda is seriously cooking right now. Leclerc, fastest Sector 2 at 23.9. Ricciardo crosses the line. Ricciardo puts it P8 at 15.6 for him. Not a bad performance by Ricciardo. And if you forget about his teammate who's like 3 tenths up. Verstappen, another fastest Sector 1. It looks like business as usual. Sainz only P5 for Sainz. Norris 2 tenths back from Verstappen through Sector 1. Leclerc stays P3 Oh, it's looking like everything's back to normal, really. We thought Red Bull was struggling. Well, you thought Red Bull was shit. Ha! They're not. They're back. Max Verstappen through Sector 2. Goes another purple sector for Verstappen. What the fuck? Russell P6, Hamilton P7, Tsunoda takes P7 off Hamilton. Norris, no improvement through Sector 2. Verstappen round the final corner. He crosses the line. And it's just Verstappen things. But Piastri goes quicker in Sector 2. Verstappen does a 14.7. Lando Norris comes across the line. Lando a 14.8. Fastest Sector 3. 3 tenths up on Verstappen. But it's not enough. He misses out by just under a tenth. What can Oscar Piastri do? He's 2 tenths away. Can Piastri do it? Piastri! No! My fuck. And there you have it. Q3 is done. And Max Verstappen takes pole with a 14.7. The fuck? What a lap by him. And 14.8 by Piastri. Ahead of his teammate. That's a great performance by Piastri. Well done him. Norris a 14.8 as well. Which means there was under a tenth between the top 3. Then we have Leclerc with a 14.9. Sainz a 15.2. Russell a 15.2. Tsunoda a 15.4. Hamilton a 15.5. Ricciardo a 15.6. And Hulkenberg a 15.98. That's going to be all for quali. The remaining bottom 10 is Sergio Perez, Esteban Ocon, Lawrence Stroll, Albon, Gaza, Bottas, Joe, K-Mag, Fernando Alonso, and what the fuck is a kilometer in P20 because he had his lap time deleted. GG's. That's going to be all from me because I need to go and mourn Perez's Q2 exit. I also need to get a video done for about 6 or 7 p.m. today. So that was an absolute banging qualifying session. I genuinely really enjoyed that. That was a big dub. Big dub, big dub. And there it is. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow very fucking early. Very early. I will be live at 8:50 a.m. BST for the F2 feature race. Very early. I don't even know if I'll be awake for that. We'll wait and see. And then, of course, the big one, the Imola Grand Prix. I'll be live for that at, what would it be? 1:45 BST, 13:45 is when I'll be live for the Imola Grand Prix. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye. See ya later. Ah.
Don't you think we could be different if we could just take it slow, let it go, roll down all the windows, feel the wind rush the blue, hear the music, take the groove. Don't you know all I'll ever really wanna be is a connected high, you and I, pinnacle climactic vibe. Show me yours, I'll show you mine, you don't have to pretend we're shy. Let's forget the 9 to 5, I just wanna feel alive. Take it slow, let it go, roll down all the windows. Show you mine, you don't have to pretend you're shy. Take it slow, let it go. Let's take a trip to uptown. Don't you wish we could be out of sight, out of mind? Take my hand, don't go slow. I'm chasing you, have to go. Dance with me, wild as me. Finally got some clarity. Don't you know all I'll ever really wanna be is a connected high. You and I, pinnacle climactic vibe. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. You don't have to pretend we're shy. Let's forget the world outside, turn it up to overdrive. Take it slow, let it go, roll down all the